Very first thing is going to be a picture of the last Texas Rumble I made, which was the grayish silver polished, mirror polished Texas Rumble. And I sent it to a fella down in South Mississippi, South Louisiana, down that way. And he sent me a picture of a display case that he bought. And he got it from I'm only telling you this in case anybody else wants display cases, because I've looked at them on Etsy and they were really expensive. He got this display case from RCS on eBay, RCS Plastics on eBay, and I'm going to put a picture in. The next thing you'll see is a picture of it. Oh boy, it is a nice quiet morning. I'm going to have to turn it on shortly, but right now I don't have my AC or my fan going. And it is nice to sit out here in absolute silence sometimes, far away from the world. I mean the world outside my gate. So anyway, I'm starting to let this stay open after I take my shower in the afternoon and evening when I leave the shop, and I let it stay open overnight while I'm sleeping. And when I get up in the morning and come down here, I put a big old bandage over it just to keep the dust and dirt out of it while it's still healing back together. That is 6 stitches, by the way. And you can see the bone and the tendon that cut so deep. I am so freaking lucky it didn't cut my tendon. And anyway, moving on. I can't stop thinking about how close that was to really being bad. So there's my little, I'm going to put that on in just a second. Here's Nikki's. Nikki, this is going to look good. I'm going to cut these brass pins off flush with the handle. I'm going to go ahead and shape the handle and buff it out, but I'm going to wait. I have ordered, now I have white Kydex, and just today, I've ordered white paracord and white grommets to hold the Kydex together. So I should have them maybe Wednesday or Thursday. And I bet you I can actually get this mailed to you Friday. I don't think you're in that big a hurry for it. But white is not I had to order everything in white because white's not a color I've been asked for before. So I had nothing in white. So now, if you want white, now I have white. Whoever is interested in it, I got plenty of white. I have white grommets coming and white paracord. I am going to have to wash my hands frequently because it's so dirty out here that I'm afraid when I get to working on the sheath, I'll get dirty fingerprints on it and the cord. Once it leaves here, it's okay, but everything out here is dirty. Alrighty, let me get my Band-Aid on and get a little work done on this. And then I'm going to go working on Mr. Bayou chopper there. And I told somebody that the more I sand on it, the longer that thing gets. Because that is a big, big piece of steel. And I do have one side, you saw that. I have one side done. I'm going to turn it over and do the other side as soon as I get Nikki's knife finished. So this is first. See you in a bit. All right, now we're going to go put this on the buffer. I got it sanded up to 800. Boy, that's going to buff up nice. All right, let's go to the buffing room. Boy, I like that pearl. I got one more piece of that left. If anybody wants something similar to this, let me know. Okay, I'm going to, I'm gonna wait for my grommets to come in and my white paracord, and we'll get that sheath made. It only takes me about an hour to make a sheath. So as soon as I get that, I'm gonna go ahead and put I'm not gonna put the edge on yet, because I don't like the edge to be on in the kydex. That way when I do put the edge on and it goes in and out of the kydex, the edge has room and it doesn't get scuffed on the kydex. Boy, I just like that pearl. I wish I'd bought some more of that. Okay, I'm gonna leave that right here until that kydex, the cord and the grommets come in. So now I'm going to, my friend Mike, the Watchman News. Uh-oh, what have I done now? What did I do now?
What is in my sock?
Well, I was going to do a major shop cleanup just now, but I opened up my vacuum cleaner. One second, let me get my big ass turned around. And the filter was just unable to suck any more dust in there. So, because I'm a cheap SOB, I knocked all the dust out of the filter, and then I put it in the sink, and I washed that paper filter out, and then I set it in the sun. So it's going to be 108 heat index today, so I would imagine that thing will be dried out before you know it. And then I'm going to do a good cleanup here. And in the meantime, I had this little piece of 3/16 scrap, and I cut out a knife that I've only made a couple other times, and that is right there. I call it the cat's paw. And I'm going to be making this, and it's heavy steel. It's going to be a neck knife. So what I'm going to do is perforate this with holes, and the handle will probably come up to about here, and I'll perforate as much as I can without getting into the blade. And then I'll come up with maybe a 5/8 bevel, so that'll remove a bunch of the weight. So it'll have a little bit of weight to it, but it won't be crazy, because I am actually gonna just perforate this with holes. Okay, I haven't even picked the wood yet, but if that's something that interests you, let me know. Oh, before I saw my wife headed this way, I was talking about the Watchman News, and I don't think I ever got to my point. My point being that he just did a video about some of the quote prepping channels, unquote, that have turned into gold prostitutes and product pimps. And he's noticing the same thing that I'm noticing. And then some of the products that they're pushing are absolute junk. So their heart is not in providing you with good, honest information that will help you survive bumps in the road. And just unsubscribe from them people. They're not going to get better. They're only going to get worse. When people turn, it's just like milk. You can leave it in your refrigerator after it turns bad, and it's not going to get any better. It's going to continue turning bad. So when these prepping channels turn bad and become nothing more than noble gold prostitutes, or JM Bullion silver prostitutes, or solar generator pimps, just unsubscribe. Save yourself the disinformation, and you'll save yourself a lot of stress. And it's happening across the channel, across YouTube. You got to search far and wide. When somebody's soul motivation for doing videos is to get you to go to their website or to buy a specific product that they're representing or they got for free. You're wasting your time. They're wasting your time pretending to share information with you, and their motivation is completely unethical and disingenuous. So just get shit of them people and concentrate on giving people your time who genuinely want to share information with you. I'm going to drink that, I'm going to pet my baby, and then I'm going to sand that, and then I'm going to go out and check on my filter for my vacuum and see if it's dry. So probably 2 or 3 hours out there in the sun ought to do it.
Oil extract. That oil is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories and is full of over 30 fatty acids.
This combination of fatty acids is not found anywhere else in any other product other than Omega XL. And it has been shown in clinical research to help with joint pain due to inflammation, which affects so many of us.
Well, many thanks to Jim up in the mountains. These are remotes that will turn. I can leave my camera in the tripod and I can press a button and get it to record or stop recording by pressing that button. It's Bluetooth. Thank you very much, Jim. I appreciate it. Here's another weird thing. This never happens. I ordered these and a whole bunch of belts from Combat Abrasives at the same time. I didn't need these quickly, but I needed the belts quickly, so I paid $12 extra to have them shipped UPS. And these beat the UPS shipment here. Today's Saturday, and my UPS shipment will be here Monday. Go figure. I'd have never believed it if you told me. Okay, so I'm good for, probably a year on those. And thank you very much, Jim. I'm going to take a long break here. Oh, man. I don't even have the energy to turn around and show you what I'm working on. I'm tired, man. But I'm going to get that big knife, my Bayou chopper. I'm going to have that up to 220 before the day is out. And that's probably it for me today. I am not up to 220. I thought I could get to 220. I am up to 180. I started at 120, and then I finished with 180. Now I am up to, I have 220 set here. I just can't sand another minute. I have been sanding since 8 o'clock this morning, and it's 2 in the afternoon. So I took about an hour, and I finished you know, the knife part of Nikki's knife. So in the meantime, I got my vacuum back together, and I'll tell you the truth, I just don't have I told my wife, she's out working down the hill here, down by the creek that runs back there, and she's cutting vines, and she found a locust tree, and she wants to cut it down, and I'm going to save some of that wood, see if I can see. Locust doesn't have to be stabilized. So I may be able to turn that into some handles. But I told my wife, she came up here and got something to drink, and I said, I am exhausted. I can't sand. I've been sanding for, 5 hours. And my plan was to, before I knocked off, to clean up in here. And I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to put it off till tomorrow. I can't sand another minute, and my arms are so tired, there's no way I want to clean. So that's what we got so far. I'm really, really happy with this. It's a big honking piece of wood, a lot of work, but the bevels are looking really good. and it's sanding up nice. So, oh golly, I think I'm just gonna, let me tighten up the bottom one. Yep, I'm going home. Okay, have a good day, y'all.